Unlock. There it is.
Hey, Fireball, how's it going, bro?
Good, man. I
good.
actually figured out how to unlock the car.
Oh, really? Yeah, the first...
Half the time the guests can't get in the car.
First rule. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Good, man.
It's New Year's Day.
And remember, safety first.
Safety first. Nice jacket.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
We're gonna meander out of here. You live in a very exclusive area, Serra Retreat.
Really exclusive.
Which is really awesome. There's like gates on every corner.
Right.
Just to get out of here. We gotta go through,
and Bill Gates lives up the street. Right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you, Fireball.
This is John Zambetti. He's a Malibu local, also a huge musician.
Huge. Frightening.
With a capital G. and you have a tremendous background. So you were telling me about some stuff from New York City.
The city's so bad they had to name it twice. Remember that. And I was in a surf band back in 1964, which I started called the Malibooz, even though it was New York.
Right.
We were kind of into this East Coast surf scene, which was just a fledgling thing at that time, and used to get the magazine, which is now called Surfer Magazine.
Right.
It's called the Data Point Surfer. We pick up the lingo, and
this is going back.
This is in the early '60s. We actually, I was in a band before the Malibooz called the Statics, where we did pretty much instrumental surf music of the time.
Right.
All that, the usual suspects, Dick Dale, Safaris, Shantays, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Ventures. And our first record, which we made in '64, was called Going to Malibu.
Right.
And again, I'd never been to Malibu. I wrote it when I was 14.
You kind of set the ball in motion, though, right?
I set the ball in motion, and so we had this record, and so the fast forward. In 1981, Rhino Records got the Malibooz together again to start doing some albums. They wanted us to complete the stuff we had done in the early 60s. And so we put together the record. We again re-recorded Going to Malibu in 1981. And then in 1996, Rhino put together a boxed set called Cowabunga Surf.
Right.
Included Going to Malibu on it, and MTV.
That was some of the best surf music ever.
That was Rhino said the best surf music ever. That was the idea of the Cowabunga Surf Box. And MTV at that time had a thing called the Malibu Beach House, right. And they picked up Going to Malibu as a theme song for the Malibu Beach House. So
that is great.
Having no idea that a guy from the Bronx, a 14-year-old from the Bronx.
Yeah, you were like 14 years old.
A 14-year-old guy from the Bronx had written this song 30 years ago. Now,
wow.
But I mean, you think about growing up and writing this song and having all these visuals, you wouldn't even think that you would dream of that happening, because you never would dream that your song would be the theme song of Malibu.
Yeah.
So anyway, just a crazy thing. But is this a great country?
You have been a Malibuite, a local.
I've been a local for a while.
For a couple of years.
Yeah.
Staring out the window and my baby by my side. Going to Malibu to ride the surf, yeah, right. When the surf is up and the waves roll in, don't back down, baby, be a sin. Going to Malibu to ride the surf, yeah, right.
Blows my mind is that you set a ball in motion.
Yeah.
With your love for not only music but for Malibu.
And the whole lifestyle.
Yeah. You've been in Malibu for 30 years?
I've been in Malibu for 20. I was in Topanga before that. It was just nearby.
Another gate.
Yeah, another gate.
Yeah. It's kind of scary how many gates there are.
Well, when you're that huge.
You got a huge house with a capital G.
You're right.
Yeah, there's a house behind you that I've never even seen before that's way up on the hill.
Yeah.
Is that Bill Gates' house?
That's Kelsey Grammer's house.
Oh, okay.
That's where they shoot Beverly Hills.
He's up before down, gently kisses her hair. He pushes his truck down the driveway, so not to wake her while she's lying there.
do you think of this cool car?
I really like it a lot. I want to see it, what it can do, but certainly it's a comfortable car, and it's certainly good visibility. I like that.
Well, they have a V version, the CTS V that's coming out. In fact, it might already be out, but this has 272 horsepower, but that one's got like 500 plus or something like that. So, but you have a great car collection. You got a 40, is that 41?
It's a 41 Ford
Woody.
Woody, yeah. And 57 Ferrari 250 GT.
Right.
And a
wait, where were you hiding that? Because I didn't see that.
it's inside.
It's somewhere.
I've got a 81 Aston Martin Volante.
Right.
That's a really nice car as well.
Do you have do you really have the stuff that you want, or is there something out there that you're still looking for?
Yeah, I'm looking for Bugatti right now.
So you're not going to find those on eBay.
You're not going to find them. You could find them on eBay.
Probably good.
Someone told me that more Ferraris are sold on eBay than anywhere else.
Yeah. You can get the scale ones though.
Yeah, right.
Those are a little hard to drive though.
Right. I've got the watch.
Right. You had some challenges with the name at first.
We did, because initially it was Malibu. The incorrect use of the apostrophe, but it was Malibooz, Malibu apostrophe S.
Right.
And of course, in New York, people didn't know from Malibu. So we go play a dance or something, and the guy would introduce us. Here they are, the Malibooz.
What did he think a Malibooz was?
Well, he had no more idea. The Malibooz made as much sense to him as Malibu. He had no idea what Malibu was, so he just was reading it. Right. And we would say, no, it's not. It's the Malibooz. Which is weird because the Chevy Malibu car was out there. But anyway, but the final turning point was a DJ one time introduced us who was a little dyslexic, and he got the I and the L together, and he said, "Here they are, Mail Bus." And we said, "Well, that's a nice name, but that's not our
that's
name."
Even better.
So this was pre-hooked on phonics. So we decided we better go phonetic, and we spelled it Malibooz.
Which I think is classic.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Right now, we actually had a new album out, which is actually not surf. It's British Invasion, which are pretty much doing those things at the same time.
Right.
And the new album is called Queen's English, because the other main guy in the band, Walter Egan, is originally from Queens, New York, so it's S apostrophe, right? So it's all British Invasion style songs.
You don't want to mess with that too much. Apostrophe.
The apostrophe. It's been my downfall, but it's been a lot of fun. We've got a dozen of the original British Invasion musicians guest starring on it.
Right. You got a great studio at home.
Yeah.
Where you guys record, and you have a TV show that you do here in Malibu.
That's right. That's called the Malibu Music Room. Because of this, all these young bands come through my house.
Right.
I mean, either after gigs come, because I've got this big music room,
right,
and everything's set up there. There's a PA, keyboards, drums, amps, everything, and guitars hanging on the wall. People can just grab them and play.
Sure.
So a lot of guys come by after gigs, and they either they rehearse at the house, or they come by after gigs and they come and jam.
The pier is actually a really good spot to hang out. The new
Malibu
restaurant.
Farm. It's fantastic. Yeah.
But you can sit out there and you can watch people surf, and then when they get into fights, you have a front row seat.
Right. Yeah. I mean, to get a view like that's you're a couple hundred yards out in the ocean.
Right.
You'd have to be eating on a boat. I mean, it's a whole. There's nowhere else in Malibu. There's other places you can eat and look at the ocean.
The pancakes.
It's ridiculous. At the end of the Mille Miglia, it's a 3-day, 1,000-mile race. Starts and ends in Brescia in northern Italy. And it's a huge deal. Piloto numero uno, Polonia, the number one driver from Poland.
Right.
John Zambetti. And I'm sitting there because I didn't actually win anything. I mean, I just happened to be representing Poland.
But you were the only driver.
I'm the only driver in Poland. So the whole place comes to a standstill because they're waiting for me to get up and start the trumpets, and I don't get up. And Phil Hill says they just announced your name. I said, what? And again, the announcer, a little irritated, Piloto numero uno Polonia, John Zambetti. I stand up, the trumpets blare, and I go up and I get this honking big trophy. The actual trophy is in a car museum in Poland,
Really?
in Poznan,
Wow.
where I am the number one millimilli driver.
Still, to
From
this
Poland.
day.
To this day, I'm the number one millimilli driver, unchallenged.
That's right.
And Jan, in his broken English, wonderful guy, says to me, "John, you're a fantastic driver." I said, "Jan, thank you. That means a lot coming from you, such a well-known rally driver." Saying that, he says, "Yes, many times I thought we were dead, but we're alive, so you must be a fantastic driver."
Thank you, John.
All right, man.
Thank
Good
you
to see
so
you.
much.
Thanks.
Awesome. Where can people go to see some of your stuff? Is there a website or something?
Yeah, Malibooz.com or Malibooz.net, MALIBOOZ.
Right.
.com or .net.
Okay.
And you can see our videos, or we have a Facebook page as well. You can see our
And they can
videos,
download the
music.
stuff on iTunes and
It's
everywhere
on
else?
iTunes
Yeah.
and everywhere.